MD Prepper here, doing a tabletop review of the Ruger LC9 9mm concealed carry pistol. In the essence of full disclosure, this is not my pistol. This is a friend of mine's who's upgraded to a SIG and let me play around with this for a while. If you check back in my old videos, I have a comparison between this and the Kel-Tec PF9 and the Car CM9. But in this video, I'm just going to be talking about this pistol individual for a review. Overall, it's 7+1 magazine capacity, plus P rated, which is nice for a little pocket pistol, but maybe a little overkill for something that's small, lightweight. The barrel is 3.12 inches, 6 inches overall, 4.5 inches tall, 0.9 inches in width, which is very small and very slim. One of the slimmest pistols on the market for a 9mm pocket pistol. And if you safety sallies, yeah, it's unloaded, because I already checked that before. Now, also in the essence of full disclosure, there have been some modifications of this gun since I reviewed it. It does have a stainless steel guide rod that's been added with an internal spring that's different, and a belt clip for right side and waistband carry. I am not reviewing that in this video. I shot this in its stock configuration. I'll talk about the other upgrades in other videos if I get the chance. It's a hammer-fired pistol. 17.1 ounces unloaded, which is frankly quite heavy compared to the competition, like the Kel-Tec and the Car. This is the heaviest of the lot in this size pistol that I've played with so far. Runs about $400 overall, give or take. I believe it comes with 2 magazines. Generally, I would recommend the finger extension on the magazines, but they do come with a flush version for a little bit better concealability, but that hampers shootability. Would definitely recommend that for the price. Fits my standard size hands perfectly. Get a full grip on it there, if you can see that. As I said, runs about $400 overall. Don't know the cost of extra magazines. All the corners and surfaces of this are beveled, or melted as they say, so they're smoother for not snagging, both on the slide, the frame, etc. Hopefully you can see that there. Maybe not. Don't know. Well-built pistol. Overall, my complaints, I would say that this thing is a little too slim. The grip is a little bit slim for my standard size hands. If I was a female shooter, I think it was great. They do make some hoe wraparound grips, things like that, to improve that. Checkering is very small. Feels good to me. This friend of mine's wife hated it. Absolutely hated this pistol because she said it felt like it was tearing up her hands when he's shooting it. So that's a hit against it. Other problems I have with this gun, I don't really like the fact that it has a manual safety. Now, I've seen some improvements and benefits to that in future videos, but for general purpose, I don't like that. That's one more problem to deal with. It's one more thing to think about pulling your pistol out, etc. Does have a loaded chamber indicator, which I think is silly. All guns are loaded. You treat them all like they're loaded. Whether I can see they're loaded or not, they should be loaded. So that's extra. I think that ruins the contours of the gun when it's pushed up, which it's not right now because it's not loaded. Or is it? Doesn't matter. Other hits against this gun, it is standard with a magazine disconnect. So, I drop the magazine on this, I can't fire the gun. I don't like that in a small pocket pistol. Let me go ahead and admit that shooting in target practice with my smaller pocket pistols, I have on rare occasions hit the magazine release, pull the gun out, and things went click. Or at least fired the first round, then went click. With this gun, it doesn't go click at all. It's just dead. So, I don't like the idea of pulling this out in a fight when I'm tense and stressed out, accidentally disengaging the magazine, whether it drops or not, and getting nothing when I pull the trigger. That bothers me. That bothers me a lot. If I have a round chambered, it's useless. So without a magazine, this gun is a very lightweight brick to throw at somebody. Don't like that. I'd prefer to have a single shot pistol to no pistol at all. So I don't like that. There may be a way to disengage that, disable it, don't know. Other things about this gun that I do like, I like the way it feels, fits good in the hand. Excellent 3-dot sights, if you can see that right there. Some of the best sights that you can get for a pistol this size, and they are adjustable here on the rear, which you probably can't see, but they are. Does have a slide stop, a decent full-size slide stop. I'm not a huge fan of using slide stops in a combat situation or reloading, but it is there as an option. It does lock back on every round fired, which is nice. So, last thing I don't like about this pistol, I don't like the trigger pull. Trigger pull sucks. It's long, it's not that heavy, 6.5 pound pull overall, give or take, but it is long. There's a long take up, and once you fire, there's 2 clicks to get this thing reset. There's 1 and there's 2. Big distance between those 2. Takes a lot of getting used to before you can pull the trigger again. Did not like that compared to my car CM9 that I carry every day. Just could not get used to this after 400 plus rounds. First click, I'm ready to pull again. I get nothing. I let up, I let up, I let up. Oh, there it is. Bang. Don't like that. Another complaint, the long trigger pull on the first pull. I can't hit the broadside of a barn with the first trigger pull of this. I don't like that. I'd prefer to hit my target and know I can confidently hit my target. Check my old video, the comparison of 3 carry pistols. I had a very consistent problem hitting well with the first shot out of this pistol. Still do. I'm going to try it out with the new steel guide rod and spring and all that other stuff. But in its stock configuration, that bothers me. That bothers me a lot. It's not a kill necessarily if you practice with your gun a heck of a lot, but it's just not a plus. It takes a lot of practice to get used to. Overall, for $400 or so, it's an excellent pistol. Very reliable. Never had any problems to feed or fire. Fired everything I put through it, including some plus Ps, which I do not necessarily recommend in a pistol this size, but it can handle them. Overall, dimensionally, it's about the same as the car. If you can see that right there. PF9. But comes in about $100 more than this one. Your preference, you know, not doing a comparison video. Overall, I'd have to say I think the car is the best pistol overall. The Kel-Tec is probably better than this one in certain regards, but this is certainly a decent pistol. No attachment rail to the front for lights, etc., but I think that's a little silly for a pocket pistol anyway. They do have some laser sights and other options that are available for this. I will give you future videos on the upgrades of this one. As it stands, a very reliable pistol. It will fire. It'll fire every time. Feels fairly decent in the hand, especially if you got smaller hands and grip. Overall, it's not my favorite though. Hope you found this useful. Indie Prepper out.